If you've watched enough of my videos, you've noticed that with that maximalist and that vintage style, even the boho style, it all leads to this storytelling. And that's really steampunk in a nutshell. It's creating a story within your home and within your accessories, your furniture, your wall decor. Today, we are going over steampunk interior design style. Yes, you heard that right. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I actually didn't even know about this style until one of the viewers suggested it, and then I deep dived into it. I'm not gonna lie, I actually really love this style. I think it's fun, it's playful. I have this love affair with Alice in Wonderland, and it kind of gives me that just like otherworldly vibe. Doesn't really look like Alice in Wonderland, but just, that like something from another place. And I do really love this style. So I'm excited to share it with you guys today. Let's set the scene, shall we? An attractive woman in a leather corset and crinoline. Add in a barrel gun and pilot goggles. This is the quote unquote movie depiction of what this style is. Don't worry, I'm actually going to get into how this is reflected in interior style, but it gives you a sense of what this style feels like. So the steampunk style generally refers to a Victorian era and all of the amazing inventions that came from that time period. Simply put, steampunk design is defined as a combination of both machinery and elegance. In terms of interior design, the steampunk style can be found in Gothic Victorian decorations and fashion. Think of it as the Industrial Revolution to Gothic style, which in itself just creates this entirely new genre. What I found really interesting when I looked into this style, this steampunk interior design style, is that it's really an interesting and versatile style with a lot of different elements to it, but it's one that's really not that commonly explained like in the general public. So that's why I was really excited to actually do a video on this one. So there is this whole movement around the steampunk look, and you'll see it and go, oh yeah, I've seen stuff like this. Like you'll recognize it when you see images of it. And this includes, steampunk furniture, wall art, dedicated chairs, and these are pieces that are both stylish and functional in nature, and it has that vibe of that machinery and elegance and Victorian all blended together. So when we're talking about the color scheme of this style, typically you'll find metallic tones, coppers, bronze, dark woods, and leathers. It is definitely a moody vibe. What I love about this is, say, in a living room with various dedicated decor items for the home, you could have a combination of a leather sofa, chairs, and then pair that with other Victorian furniture pieces to really help add to that steampunk look. So also consider, bookcases, cabinets, different things in metallic tones to offset that leathers. It really, when you just describe it without imagery, I find it has that industrial design style feel to it, but the Victorian undertone actually completely changes the look. So let's talk about furniture in this style. Furniture pieces that are constructed from salvaged woods, machinery, rusted metals will really help create the overall look and feel of steampunk interior design style. And because the color scheme is usually more dark, you can really bring in a lot of darker accent pieces. Think blacks, browns, dark blues, etc. So what are some of the accessories that you can bring in to curate this look in your own home? So think of things like old maps. Those are really great for this style. Vintage murals, various machine parts, steam-powered machinery, funky, interesting Victorian-esque, machinery-esque lamps and lighting. So steampunk is often refer to like the inner workings of things. So when I think of steampunk, I automatically think of like the clock that you can see all the stuff through. I don't know why, but that was kind of one of the first things when I started going through the imagery of this. So, things that show like the mechanical nature of something would really be well suited in your accessories within the home. Again, it could be a clock that you see all the gears and stuff through. It definitely has that mechanical vibe to it that really does lend itself well to this look. Another big feature with this is that moody lighting. So having like definitely creating an ambiance and having layered lighting in this look will really help you achieve the vibe that this look has. I feel like this look is, as much as it is about the pieces that you bring in, there is a total vibe to it with that dark aesthetic, as well as really, really moody lighting and like having different layers of lighting. I kind of feel like it has a bit of that Art Deco vibe where you really want to bring in multiple layers of lighting to really achieve this look. So some of the colors that you can bring in to help achieve this moody vibe is creams, browns, sepia tones, blacks, dark reds, dark greens, and of course metallic. One of the great things about the steampunk style is that you really want to lean more towards that vintage vibe. I've done a video on that. I will include the link below. And that really is the use of refurbished furniture. So you really want to try and avoid like having too much new stuff in this space. It's really, it's not that you can't bring it in Victorian pieces, because obviously there's like new stuff that's made to look old, but it definitely is one of those looks that like that story, that vintage vibe, that refurbished vibe really goes really well with this look. Again, kind of sounds like that whole industrial vibe, but it does really blend well with the steampunk interior design style as well, having that raw, rustic kind of interior. So an architectural detail that you, if you have to use in this space that really looks fantastic, is exposed brick. So if you do have exposed brick, somewhere in your home, or you can bring it into your home, definitely highlight that. It would be great for this look. However, if you don't have that, no fear, you could bring in a Victorian style wallpaper, something with a dark undertone. And for me personally, like my mind's eye goes to like a dark navy blue with like a metallic damask print on it would really, really look good in this particular style. I mentioned the maps, but another really good accessory to bring into the style is a terrestrial globe, something that's vintage. The older the better. And there's something about this worldly travel type vibe that goes with this look as well. So some key elements when you're thinking of other items to bring in your home, think, steam trunks. The older the better. Again, vintage, bring those in. They look really great. Bringing in framed botanicals also really lend well to this look. There's a name for it. I believe it's herbariums. I don't even know how to say it, to be honest. But bringing in that look as well for artwork looks really, really great in this look. And what's really kind of interesting about that is you can really just make your own. You don't even have to like go out and source it. This could be a like great DIY that you do for your space. Sepia photos are great because it has that old charm to it, and there's something about a sepia tone because it's got that creamy undertone to it that really lends well to this look as well. And really trying to design with a lot of texture and layers throughout the space. So think of things like leather and lace. So combination of that feminine and masculine, it does have that like industrial and Victorian feel kind of meshed together that really creates the steampunk design style. If you've watched enough of my videos, you've noticed that with that maximalist and that vintage style, even the boho style, it all leads to this storytelling. And that's really steampunk in a nutshell. It's creating a story within your home and within your accessories, your furniture, your wall decor. I think with steampunk, it can sometimes feel very themey, and that's okay. I think that's okay if this is the look you're going for. However, you can tailor it to your own personal styles, but definitely building on, that vintage vibe, the story behind an item, bringing in pieces from travel, anything that looks old, worldly is really brought in because it's that combination of machine and Victorian era. So there's this whole kind of scientific nature to the design style as well, because it's an era of, like I said in the beginning, inventions, creations, etc. So it's a fun and playful look that you can really kind of go from a various degrees of extremes on. I think you can kind of add it in subtly, or you can really go for that full maximalist look and bring in a lot of these items into your space to really, curate this look. So this was a little different one for me because, like I said, it wasn't one that I had heard of in an interior design style, but once I did do some deep diving, I found so much information on it. There's so many beautiful pictures. It kind of felt almost like a movie set in some ways. Like I feel like I've watched enough movies that I'm like, yeah, I've seen this vibe to it. And it's so fun. And I feel like if you like maximalism, if you like vintage decor, if you like Victorian decor, which I am going to do a video on the Victorian era as well, this really can be playful and yet still streamlined. And I feel like, we ebb and flow with styles and taste. And I feel like this is something you could bring in through a lot of accessories and added in items to maybe a more traditional or Victorian feeling space. So I think play with it if you like it. I would love to hear your comments below on this style. Do you like this style? Yay or nay? Definitely let me know in the comments below. And of course, if you're enjoying the video, please hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and until next time, bye!